dear friends, next morning all older generations of Brajamandal arrived at Nandapur and Nanda Yashoda welcomed them. They sat comfortably and said, O King of Vrindavan, we have great suspicion. Your 7-year-old youthful son with long tresses of curly hair picked up the massive mountain of Govardhan and held it for 7 long days. He playfully finished mighty demons who came to destroy us, from Putana, Baka, Agha, Pralamba, who were inconceivably powerful, to Arjun trees and Kaliya cobra, and now lifting a whole huge mountain. His beauty is matchless, his love is unfathomable. O Yashoda Rani, O Nanda Baba, please tell us your son's personality. It bewilders us and dwarfies our knowledge. Therefore we beg you to please reveal the truth about the reality of the identity of your son. Then, my dear friends, Nanda Yashoda laughed a big belly laugh in appreciation of their suspense, until the tears came to their eyes. Then they drank a glass of water and said, Who are you? Who are you? Just little babies before mighty sage Gargacharya, in whose palm the whole world is as worthless as blade of grass. Even he bowed down to my son. He bowed down to my son. Then, who are you? He told us that only those who have reached the zenith of supreme knowledge, who are born Paramahansa, are born in light, and only they are eligible to perceive the mystery of the personality of my son. Therefore, who are we? Who are we and you and all these people to know the identity of my son, O dear Gopals? Who are we? Have we reached the peak of wisdom? I am not. It is His grace, His compassion that He has chosen us to be with. We are so fortunate that we have love for Him. Therefore, my dear citizens, please dance away your bewilderment and suspicion. Glorify the joy of His belongingness and close proximity, so that your silliness of doubts get dwarfied and evaporated away. Then Yashodaji spoke. My son yawned that morning in my lap, and I looked into his mouth, and you know what I saw? The whole universe, millions of galaxies, billions of planets, the globe we live in, hundreds of bygone past, present and oncoming civilizations, cultures, fashions. And I laughed out when I saw a bug-like small scientist dressed in attires of jokers in circus, bewildered like you upon the identity of my son, were searching with their teddy bear-like tools, calling them rockets and satellites. Then, not finding him, denied his existence. I laughed and laughed and laughed on folly of one of the future generation civilization. So don't be like that, dear citizens. Just fall in unconditional love with my son and watch the wonder, the transcendental wonder of life, and perhaps you will then probably you will know the real identity of my son then. Then Balramji suddenly popped in and said, But then do not allow the mood of awe and reverence and majesty or Aishwarya Bhav. In that case, you might get transferred away into another realm of divinity. You might lose this joy, this pastime. So please be careful and cautious with all efforts. Nurture your Madhurya Bhav, then you are okay. Then all the elderly Gopas understood and satisfied. They worshipped Nanda Yashoda and gladly returned homes, my dear friends. Mudita Nandamanarcho Krishnam Jagata Vismaya Deve Varshadayagya Viplavrusha Vajrashma Parshanilai Sidat Palapashu Striyatma Sharanam Drishtvānukampyutsmayan Utpāteka Karena Shailamavalo Lilochilindram Yatha Vibhrad Gushtamapan Mahendra Madhavid Priyana Indro Gavam Priyana Indro Gavam. One day Lord Krishna was strolling along the ridge of Giri-Govardhan hill alone. He was enjoying the breeze, the perfume, the flowers, the trees, the sunshine. As he sat on a crystal rock, there fell at his feet a shining angel from the heaven, my dear friends. Forgive me, please, O Almighty Lord. I am embarrassed, God of heaven, Indra, ignorant of your greatness as I am, immersed in vain vanity of wealth and power. I have sinned against you, my Lord. Assuming the most needed, astoundingly beautiful form at will, you carry on your sportful mission, curbing the pride of those who fancy themselves to be big shots in the world. Indra continued, my dear friends, hail, hail to you, salutations to you, O the merciful one. You have caught me by ear, flattened my ego, straightened my perspective, and rescued me from lusting for poison of sensuality. Just cast at me your slight sidelong glance, and I am boosted with immense fortune. Thus Indra prayed, my dear friends. Then Krishna looked at him and spoke in a voice deep as rumbling clouds. Megha gambhiraya vacha prasannidam abravit. Indra, listen. On whom I intend to shower big fortune, I cast him or her down from an affluent state. Tam pranshayami sampadhyo yasya chechhamyanugraham. You may go now, do your duty egolessly, or you will fall in another big trouble. For a stupid, a stick is the best medicine. For a pride-infected vision like me and perverted intellectuals, serious troubles alone are the only gesture of your love, O Lord Krishna. I now understand that very well. O the most benevolent, compassionate Lord, just forgive me. Pahimam, Pahimam, Pahimam. Praying thus, Indra saw blessingful glory, blessingful glance on the face of the Lord. He felt forgiven and departed. My dear friend, then on the same spot of Giri-Govardhan, provided an elegant throne made of gems and jewels. Lord Krishna said he enjoyed the festival of justicity, just existing in all the glories of his own pure self. Then came there Surabhi Devi, the celestial holy cow, swimming through the air. She came and she spoke Krishna Krishna Mahayogin Vishwatman Vishwasambhava Bhavata Lokanathena Sanatha Vayamachyuta. O Krishna, O Madhava, O great yogi, you are the protector of holy cows. Indra has miserably failed to do so, so you are our Indra, O Govinda. Let me coronate you on this super high post. And Krishna approved, and she conducted the proceeding, my dear friend. तत्रागतास्तुम्बुरु नारदादयो गन्धर्व विद्याधर सिद्धचारणा जगुर्यशो लोकमलापहं हरे सुरांगना सन्ननृतुर्मुदान्विता. The news spread all over the galaxy, and all great dignitaries of celestials rained down there. Then Surabhi Devi bathed Krishna with her own milk standing above. There came Gandharva, Siddha, Charana, Tumburu and Narad. Indra also came, and his Airavata picked up gold pitchers in his trunks and poured waters of Akash Ganga on Krishna. They sang, music echoed, nymphs danced full of joy, flowers showered. And my dear friends, it is still showering in a particular plane of existence where this pastimes of the Lord has just taken place. You may tune into it and see yourself. Now we enter in another pastimes of Lord Krishna, where he rescues his father from Varun Lok. Ekadashyam nidhara samabhyarja janardanam snadam nandastu kalindya ekadashyam jalamavishat tam grihitvanayad bhrityo varunasya surontikam avigyaya sri velam pravishta mudakam nishi चक्रुषोस्तमपश्यन्तः कृष्णरामेति गोपका भगवान् तदुपसृत्य पितरम् वरुणाहृतम्. Nanda Baba fasted on Ekadashi day. He elaborately worshipped Lord Narayana. Whole day festivity went on till late night. All participated the celebration all night. Around 3 p.m., Nanda Baba went to take bath in Yamuna, fasting on Ekadashi, and the 11th day of every fortnight is done so that all the 11 senses could be harnessed and suspended from their normal course of moving towards worldly objects and get directed towards God. Complete fasting is recommended so that food for senses, fascinations for outer objects could cease at least for one day. Fasting is done even by materialists and even atheists for the purpose of rejuvenating and cleaning up their bodies, their belly. But the real purpose of fasting is devotion to God. Samabhyarcha janardanam. Nanda Baba did it very well, so well that he became oblivious of time and stepped into the river even it was still night. According to Vedic culture, along with humans, animals and birds, there live hundreds of invisible beings on the earth, my dear friends. We cannot see them, but they can see us. They are more powerful and intelligent than humans. 5,000 years ago, when their mixing with humans was frequent, the time was divided among all to use the gifts of nature. Night is reserved for asuras, the monsters. Morning was reserved for celestials and godly beings. Similarly, each part of the day and night belong to various beings of the universe. One must not interfere others' territory. Vedic way of life means knowing all this and live accordingly, respecting the rules of each other. A great scholar lived in Varanasi, Pandit Nityananda Pant. He wrote extensive commentary on the most complex subject on Nirnaya Sindhu, on time territory. He tells us the time when Nanda Baba entered the river did not belong to the demons. Whenever Dwadashi is reduced to only few hours, one has to bath, collect worship items, and do all the devotional services in a limited span of time. So it is not against the law according to such scripture to wake up and bath around 3 a.m. Nanda Baba was innocent, and the attendant of Varuna was the offender. So what happened, my dear friends? Tam grihitva nayadhrityo. Reverently and blissfully, Nanda Baba submerged with a few VIP Gopas. Then, submerged into the Yamuna Ji. As Nanda Baba bathing, chanting Snana Mantra, the stupid servant of Water Lord Varuna Dev grabbed him and forcibly brought him to his Lord. The Gopas who dipped with Nandarai came out and they stood awaiting Nanda Baba's emergence. But when he did not come out for too long, they panicked with fear and confusion. They shouted aloud, "Oh, what a tragic has happened! Where has our king got vanished? Oh, Krishna! Oh, come, my dear! Look what happened to your father! Where has he disappeared?" A big crowd had gathered on the bank of Yamuna. All town was rushing down. As soon as Lord Krishna heard the cry, he ran down to the spot and telling aloud, "I am going to get my father." He jumped into the deep water. Gopis began to cry. We lost both of them and collapsed on the beach. The Lord soon penetrated through water element and appeared in Varun Lok. As soon as Varuna saw who is coming, he rushed and fell down prostrate at the feet of Krishna. Filled with devotion, he begged him to be seated on the throne. And as Krishna said, he worshipped him with all the Rajopacharas, 64 Rajopacharas, and with joint palms he prayed, "Namastubhyam Bhagavate Brahmane Paramatmane No yatra sruyate maya loka srishti vikalpana." Oh, the jewel of the universe, oh, the brilliantly handsome one, blinded by your illusory potency, all along I have been devoid of your grace. Although my servant committed a terrible offense by bringing your father here, yet at the same time he gave me a boon of great fortune that I saw you, my Lord. So forgive me, forgive me. Oh, you, the splendid, complexioned one. Oh, the one one with the graceful arms extending to your knees. Oh, magnificently contoured, bellied one, radiating, dazzling effulgence. Oh, the wearer of gorgeous forest flower garland, I bow down to you, I bow down to you. Here then the Lord spoke, "Peace be to you, O Varun, I am pleased. I got to go get my father ready." After speaking a few sweet words, Krishna placed Varuna placed Nandana in front of Sri Krishna. And then Sri Krishna with Nandana emerged from the water where all the gopis and gopas and Yashodaji were panicking and crying. Suddenly there erupted a joyous uproar upon Krishna's return. They revived their heart-breaking cry and began floating in liquid currents of nectar. After the wave of jubilation subsided, elder brother of Nanda asked him, "Brother, how come both of your clothes are still dry when you had been drowned in the water for several hours? And we never saw pearls and flowers so bright, and perfumes are very, very different." Suddenly all Gopas came and began touching and smelling them. "How did you get these inside the water? You look as if coming after being honored by some big emperor." Nanda Baba said, "Varuna gave these to us," Gopal asked. Gopal asked, "How did you come back?" "I was dragged by an attendant of water god Varun. This Krishna came there to get me, and lo, Varuna was thrilled to see Krishna. He adored and worshipped and prayed and offered these tributes, and Krishna pardoned him and brought me back." The Gopas heard this with rapt attention and whispered, looking at each other's face, "Wow, is that so? Then who might be our Krishna? He is the God Almighty. Is it hidden any more now? Is there any need to prove or explain the fact?" An aged Gopa said loudly, filled with devotion, and fell down at the feet of little 7-year-old Krishna. Then all Gopas also realized and fell down at Krishna's feet. And they requested, "Can the Almighty Lord Krishna show us his eternal abode?" All Gopas laughed. A twinkle came in Krishna's eyes, a smile across his face, and lo, there they go. All of them entered an oceanic depth of silence. Brahmaradam, where physicality completely vanished, and they saw the great wonder and surprise. Satyam jnanavanantam yad brahma jyoti sanatano yaddi paschanti munayo guna paye samahita tedu brahmaradam nita magnam krishnena jodhrita dadrishur brahmano rupam yatra kuro jagat pura. There is composed of utter peace, there illuminated the divine Goloka, the divine Vaikuntha, dazzled out like flash of lightning. In there they saw a blissful, truthful, consciousnessful, infinite abode, where Krishna is sitting on high throne in the form of Lord Vishnu, opulent cosmic form, Virat, all aspects of wisdom, power, and joy assuming beautiful forms are panegizing him. Nandadaya sutam drishtva paramananda nirvrita krishnam cha tatra chandobhi stuyamanam suvismita. After a short time they are hearing Krishna's voice, sweet and melodious, my dear. "Oh father, oh uncle, oh Gopal and Gopis, again you begin to doze? Wake up, hurry, no time to dream on and on. Prepare for worship, look how majestic golden dawn, and Dwadashi is too short, remember. And Mom, where is my favorite dish of rasmalai?" Everyone alarmed, looking left and right, and began preparing for the next Leela of the Lord. All forgot, as if it was happy dream or illusion, out of their former day-long fasting, that illusion has happened. So, they rushed to their immediate duties, my dear friends. Now everyone were straightened out. Indra, Yajna, Vedas and Brahmins all were updated. It was for the preparation of the most fascinating Rasa Leela of the Lord. Had Krishna not straightened them out, then they would have poked their nose in between the union of gopis and Krishna. Barriers would have been created. They would have raised voices against and commanded, "You got to act accordingly, according to our injunction." So they would have said like that, but now they are silent. So ever since the love of the gopis grew beyond the proportion, Krishna had started working on all big noses and had fixed them one by one by one. Now with this last one, everything was set perfect. Krishna took a big sigh of relief. Now is the time of the transcendental Rasa Leela, my dear friends. The cream, the essence, the perfuming blessing of Srimad Bhagavatam. Now is the time to dance and celebrate. A festival of just being what you are, what you can be in the proximity of Krishna. There you are, however you should be. Om 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 Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.